the question, Rana, and this is from Emma in Manchester, because we're talking about the Nakba in addition to what is continuing to happen, the continuing Nakba, the ongoing Nakba against the Palestinians 75 years on. We've talked about ethnic cleansing. We know that ethnic cleansing has taken place from that period onwards and is continuing. But Emma in Manchester asks, what language should commentators and journalists be using now? Are we looking at a genocide, as many Palestinians are saying? Are we now looking at a genocide? Or has there always been a genocide taking place?
Yes, well, I think that the Nakba is not an event that we just commemorate about something that happened 75 years ago. No, the Nakba has been ongoing ever since 1948. And when you look at it, it's the incremental genocide has never stopped. The destruction, the displacements have never stopped. The apartheid in the West Bank and is very clear. You can see it. It's where the West Bank has been turned into like like as my friend I was telling you about said, there are many Gazas. They're just, they're isolated areas in the West Bank. The cities, they're all controlled on the outside by the Israelis. So the apartheid is clear. There's an apartheid wall. The land theft, the burning of trees, the humiliation and dehumanization of human beings every single day as they go to work. I mean, my friend was telling me about the infamous military checkpoints in the West Bank, and some of them, how like you would find like hundreds of people crammed into these, trying to get through these military checkpoints and being dehumanized, treated like animals, and they all have to pass through in an hour. And they do this every single day, back and forth. So and when you look at Gaza, Gaza has had its also its share of Nakbas and displacements. I mean, all the Israeli aggressions which have been launched against Gaza have displaced people all over. Some of them refugees, some of them not. I know people whose houses have been demolished over and over with every single attack. And people have, people, they lost their homes. They sought refuge in UNRWA schools, at relatives' homes. They lost their businesses. And even when they sought refuge in the UNRWA schools, they attacked. In 2008, they attacked one of the schools and killed the people who were seeking shelter there. So the Nakba is still present in every way, in every aspect of our lives, whether here in Gaza, whether in West Bank, or even in occupied Palestine, where the Palestinians in 1948 lands are not treated as second or third class citizens. They don't have the same rights as the Israeli citizens, and they're also, we hear these almost daily incidents of shooting against the Palestinians there. The last of which was a couple of days ago when a settler shot a young 19-year-old Palestinian. They just got out of his car and shot him point blank range, and he killed him. So, but I guess with time, the Israelis have invented new ways of perpetuating this Nakba for the Palestinian people. It has never stopped.
Well, certainly they seem to develop new weaponry and new ways of making lives miserable and taking lives, using the kind of weaponry against citizens and civilians, which is absolutely illegal under international law.